This is Car Guys New England, your YouTube channel for anything automotive.
Bad, cause it's bit bad. She want me the bag, like chips at the front. This up, I'm fly like a pelic in my bed. I like get my way hella quick. They just gonna put up on the elephant cut. My trunk, yeah, it's in the front. Of course, it's in the back. This a big. This a real big difference. You just want a club. I just need them racks. You just wanna party. I just wanna rock.
Good morning, YouTube. Today we're going to seal the driveway. This is a multi-car driveway. I am going to be using the Blackjack surfacing product available at Lowe's, and I'll put a link down below for that. But what I did was strategically put out each bucket or pail where I knew I'd be opening them, and I put them upside down. That way they'd be a lot easier to mix this morning. Also at the end of the driveway, I already have that blocked off. And so now what I need to do is I'm going to fire up the weed whacker, and I'm just going to clean up along the edges of the driveway. And then at that point, I'm going to use the hose, and I'm going to rinse the entire driveway down. Now, all the cracks have been sealed. That's a totally different topic. But anyways, let's get to it. All right. Put that on cold start. That on. Okay. Now we're just going to clean these edges. And we'll do the rest of the driveway as well. So let's get this done. So I have cleaned up the edge. So now I have this huge mess that I'm going to have to sweep up. So I'm going to sweep that, and then I'm going to wash the driveway just to get a lot of the smaller debris off, and then at that point we can start with a few other things. It is extremely hot out, and it is only 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning right now. But this is perfect weather to do this, long as you do it early in the morning to let it start curing. Also, when you do this, you want to do this on a night that the temperature, I would personally recommend over 65 degrees at night. So just a little tip. I've been doing this actually since I was 10 years old with my dad. So anyways, I'm going to get this cleaned up, and then we'll move on to the next steps. Let's just get this stupid stuff off of here. All right, so one thing that I am going to do real quick, this is oil spot primer. And what this does is it keeps the oil from bleeding through. Now, I've already cleaned these oil spots up pretty good. But if you have fresh oil stains, then you're going to want to use a detergent, driveway cleaner, pressure washer, something like that to get the excess oil out. Then at that point, you can prime over it. This stuff's real simple to use. Just literally pour it on spots that are stained with oil, and then spread it out, let it dry, and then at that point, it's good to go. All right. And here it goes. Ooh, it looks like blue milk. Okay, so anywhere that we've had oil stains, we're just gonna cover up real quick. And I know it looks messy, but whatever. Any oil spots. So in the case of this stuff, it says to actually use a paintbrush, but actually I found a broom works just as good as far as if you want to cover up things. And I'm just gonna spread out this excess. Okay. And you can always clean the broom afterwards too. So no big deal, no harm. Okay. And here's what the oil spot primer looks like. So it's very bluish. It'll end up drying clear, but it'll look shiny when it's done. So I gotta wait for this to dry, then I can wash the driveway once this is dried up. And then at that point we can start seal coating. All right, so the oil spot primer is dry. It just looks shiny at this point. So it's just a kind of shiny surface. Now I'm gonna grab the hose. I'm just gonna rinse down the driveway. So a couple other things just to remember. If it's really hot out, you can actually wet the driveway beforehand and then spread it, and it's a lot easier to spread, because the key to making this look good is uniform and consistency, meaning that once you open the first can, you just want to keep going right to the next can, to the next can. That's why I have them laid out like this. That way it doesn't dry. Long as you keep a wet edge and you keep going and you kind of have a game plan to it. So I always start in this corner, and then I'm just gonna work my way, and then I'm gonna go wide with the squeegee and just continue to go up the driveway. So I'll pour a little bit, I'll squeegee it. But anyways, let's get this washed. And also the other thing that I'll do after I wash that is I'm going to turn the lids over. I'm going to bust them all open so they're at least ready to go. And then all I have to do is mix real quick, because these have been sitting upside down overnight. So these should be a lot easier to mix. All right. This would be a lot easier with a nozzle. That's okay. So we are just getting the heavy gunk, the bird crap, stuff like that out of the way. Chalk from the kids. We'll just keep rinsing. This cold water feels great. All right, so I got the lids off of all the buckets, and you can see all the solid stuff's near the top now because I left this overnight. So I'm just gonna get this mixed up good, and then once it's mixed up, then I can start laying it down in ribbons. So I'm gonna keep mixing this. I need both hands, and once it's mixed up, like I said, we'll start to pour and squeegee. All right, so it is time to pour, and what you want to do is just, and it's still going to be watery, but try to, without splattering much, lay down a little bit like that. Then at this point, let's grab the squeegee, and it's a little watery, which is okay. I'm just going to run it to the edge, Okay. And then we're just going to use the squeegee to bring it over. And the trick is, so it's just overlapping passes, and then, and try not to leave holidays in it. That's the biggest thing, is trying not to make a mess. So it'll dry a lot better if you do that. Getting to an edge, you can do that. And then again, just pulling that ribbon. Okay. Let's just keep going here. A little bit of a holiday. Okay. And again, bring it to the edge. Okay, we're gonna move the bucket. We're gonna move that bucket back, so, because we have plenty to work with here. And I'm just applying firm pressure with the squeegee. All you want to do is basically fill in all the little holes and cracks and things like that with the squeegee. And we're looking good so far. Keep going. Okay. And again, we'll bring the excess to the edge and then pull it back out and do another swipe. So we're going to keep doing this on the entire driveway, and I'll show you guys once I'm done. I just don't want to get a sunburn with the this GoPro camera strap on my head. But I'm gonna keep working right through this. Well, the driveway is done. It's drying. I actually finished over at the end of the driveway, so the stuff closer to the house is drier. But it's a pretty consistent black. Yes, I can still see where I filled in cracks and stuff like that, but overall, it looks nice. So I'll be doing a review video about this Blackjack blue lid driveway sealant in the future. We'll see how it holds up. And that concludes how to finish a driveway. So this is walkable now, but we're going to keep cars off of this for the next 2 days. But it came out amazing, actually. It doesn't have that weird bluish look like some cheaper products have, so it's a nice black. Definitely like how it came out. Hopefully it'll hold up, so I'll do a follow-up video next spring on how this looks. But right now, looks amazing. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to give the video a like. If you have questions or comments, feel free to comment down below. This is Jay with Car Guys New England. Until next time, take care.